What's going on, guys? Welcome to HomeCraft Cocktails. Cocktails you can make for the comfort of your home. My name is Briss, and unfortunately these past 2 weeks I've been sick, definitely under the weather, but I'm almost back to 100%, so that's good at least. But that does create a nice segue for this week's cocktail, as the drink we're going to cover today is meant to revitalize the body. So for this week's cocktail, we'll be going over the Corpse Survivor number 2. The Corpse Survivor number 2 is a renowned cocktail that dates all the way back to the pre-Prohibition era. The drink was designed to cure hangovers and boost energy. The reason why the drink is called Corpse Survivor number 2 specifically is because there were many iterations and variations of the Corpse Survivor line. While other Corpse Survivor variations exist, this Corpse Survivor number 2 recipe specifically gained prominence and popularity back in 1930 when it was featured in Harry Craddock's The Savoy Cocktail Book. Now, while the drink was created back in the 1930s, it would see multiple decades where it went to a state of dormancy, like other classic cocktails, until it was resurrected in the 2000s by bartenders that were exploring historical cocktails. Since its resurrection, the drink has become a staple in cocktail bars across the nation, and it is sometimes even featured on brunch menus for its invigorating effects. However, despite its pleasant taste, its potency is not to be underestimated, as noted by Harry Craddock himself. With that brief history lesson out of the way, let's get on actually making the drink. So first off, you're going to start by chilling a coupe or a martini glass by filling it with ice and water. And then once you've let your cocktail glass chill for a minute, you can just dump out the excess water and ice. So after you've chilled your coupe glass, then you will want to do what is called an absinthe rinse, where you pour a little bit of absinthe into your glass and you kind of swish it around, just let it coat the interior all the way, and then you just dump out the excess absinthe. Alternatively, you can fill a spray bottle with absinthe and then just spray the interior of the glass. That way you're not really wasting any liqueur. So I like to do that myself. And there's our absinthe rinse. Whether you're doing it the traditional way or using the spray bottle, once you have your absinthe rinse, you can just set your glass to the side for now. Then we're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of London dry gin. So we're gonna use our traditional beef eater like always. And you'll pour that right into your shaker. Then you're gonna follow that up with 3/4 of an ounce of Lillet blanc. Lillet blanc is a French fortified wine, also known as an aperitif. It is essentially made to play well with all these other ingredients. It's kind of like a bonding agent, if you will. It gives the drink flavor while still playing nicely with the other flavors that we're gonna incorporate. Then we're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of orange liqueur. So today we'll be using Harley Quinn, cheap, 80 proof orange liqueur. Then we're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice. Then we're gonna add ice to our shaker, shake for about 10-15 seconds, and then strain into our chilled coupe glass. And just for some extra pizzazz, we're gonna add a nice little orange peel as a garnish. And there we have the Corpse Survivor number 2. Now we have our drink, let's give it a taste. Okay, so Corpse Survivor number 2. First off, I can definitely see this being a brunch cocktail. I probably have only had one of these in my life prior to this, I wanna say. This is the first time I've even made the drink myself. It's definitely comparable to other sours, which a sour is just any cocktail. We have a spirit, so you know your liquor, plus a sweetener like a liqueur, and then a citrus. So obviously that follows the same sour family, with the citrus coming from the lemon juice and the liqueur coming from the orange liqueur. So it's not too dissimilar from other sours, I would say. Yeah, if you like margaritas, daiquiris, cosmos, kamikazes, stuff like that, this is generally down the same rabbit hole of drinks that you'll find there. So it has a pretty standard taste, if that makes sense. Now, the most interesting ingredient out of this cocktail, I would probably have to say, is the Lillet Blanc. This is the first time I've purchased this ingredient, and I purchased it for this cocktail specifically. You can definitely smell and taste that wine aspect. But yeah, there's no way around that. In my opinion, the Lillet Blanc doesn't have a lot of taste that kind of diverts or leads the way when you're drinking the cocktail. Similarly to the Absinthe rinse that we did, I thought I was gonna get more of that olfactory senses, that scent going in there, but I don't really smell the absinthe. Wait, let me try a little bit of the Lillet Blanc by itself, since I don't really know how it's supposed to taste alone. Okay, it tastes like a white wine. It gives me like a Riesling, like a not very sweet white wine. I'm more of a red wine drinker, so I'm not sure which of the whites are overly sweet. But yeah, it's like a mild-mannered white wine is the best way that I could describe the Lillet Blanc. So with that being said, it doesn't have a lot of flavor that is overriding the flavor profile of this drink. It doesn't steal the show. You know, I still get a lot of that citrus and orange liqueur taste in there. As far as how the cocktail looks though, you can see it is a very simple, very plain looking cocktail. We only added in the orange peel just so it wouldn't be too boring for this video, but if you want to do without the garnish, by all means, feel free to do so. This is not a garnish mandated drink whatsoever. So all in all, this is a very solid drink. It tastes good. Was expecting a little more in terms of flavor profile, variety, but I mean, it's fine. You know, like I said, if you had a marg before, this is pretty damn close to it, in my opinion. With that being said, guys, thanks for watching this week's episode, and I'll catch you next week for the next round. Peace.